Oh yeah, I do believe I'm live yet again, because shit's popping off even more so in Louisville, because people just don't really get the memo, you know? If you're a patsy or a BF for a drug kingpin, or maybe not kingpin, but you know what I mean, someone who's in the mid to high levels on high, harsh drugs, you know, and dude shoots at cops. I don't think I really need to, you know, expound upon that too hard. People with intellect know the risks involved therein. So let's just check out some of the immolation and the fires being started in fucking Kentucky right now. It's kind of absurd. Let's see. Oh, damn. Yada, yada, yada. Middle finger to the police. I saw some footage of the fires, dude. I saw some fucking footage of the fires earlier. It was pretty fucking fiery. And over what basically amounts to, like, what? An accident, dude? Police storm in to demand protesters. Spice. The spice, I say! Oy vey, the spice! Moo, motherfucker! So sassy and privileged that she could talk back to cops like that. Like, imagine feeling entitled to sass back to the cops like that, you know? Like, what the hell? Are you serious? You know? Let's check out how the stream is doing. Let's see, am I even live? Oh my gosh. Harsh. A lot of this is test streaming. A lot of this is test streaming. But we are going to go over this Brianna nonsense. Brianna, say her name. Say her name. Oh my god. I'm not really going to go ahead and say, I'm not going to say her name because they shot a cop tonight. See what the Washington Times says about it. They're lighting fires, you know, arson and murder, you know, rape, arson, and murder. Like, that's the top three, not necessarily in that order. That's like the top three worst crimes, and BLM's all about it, you know. Police officers shot as Breonna Taylor protests turned violent in Louisville, lighting fires of trash. At least one police officer has been shot in disturbances in Louisville, Kentucky, in the wake of Wednesday's indictments in the Breonna Taylor death. Louisville Metro Police Department issued a statement announcing the shooting, although it was scant on details. We currently have an officer shot, Sergeant Lamont Washington. A department spokesman said in a statement cited by CNN, and we'll update when we can. Sounds like a Blake name, by the way. But, you know, we don't see race here at Durst the Worst Enterprises, okay? Yeah. They shot a cop because they're angry about, I don't know. What were they dealing Brianna and her BF? It wasn't like Nick sacks of weed or anything. It was like harsh shit.
And what sounded like gunfire, quite honestly. There was fireworks, but then something sounded like gunfire. And we saw heavily armed police in these armored cars here you'll see going by me move in quickly. And that's what's happening here now. They're trying to move everyone out of the way. And then you can see, I just want to show you quickly, Anderson.
Move! I just got to go to Jason Carroll. Jason Carroll, I'm not sure where you are in relation to Shimon.
Shimon! Whatever. Someone's name is Shimon.
Well, Shimon is at the top end of the demonstrators. We're at the tail end, and just
demonstrators.
Hold on, we've got some officers coming this way. Yes, but just as Shimon was saying, what we heard was it sounded like fireworks, and we had heard some fireworks earlier.
Gunshots are fireworks. That's the game that bougie hipsters play when they live in like a shitty area or the edge of a shitty area because they want to be a part of like the wannabe bohemian art community. It's basically bougie leftists playing denial games about the shitty areas they live in and how gun crime ridden they are.
Where we are
despite being havens of gun control and Democrat rule.
We were at Jefferson Square. And then just a few minutes ago, we heard from one of the undercover officers out here that it was in fact gunfire. And so at that point, Anderson, everyone started running in a lot of different directions. We came, took cover underneath this overpass right here. Right now we have police instructing us, telling us what we need to do at this point moving forward. But a number of police in riot gear moved in, did what they could to disperse the crowd, and they'd been asking the crowd to disperse for the last hour or so. As soon as your show started, when we came to you, we started showing you the fires that had been started in various places and what some of the protesters were doing. About a couple hundred of them, they started marching throughout the city of Louisville, setting fires as they were going on their way.
There it is. Okay, so you finally mentioned that they're violent. Use the word protesters, demonstrators. Stevie Wonder asks, why so long for Breonna Taylor, and cries over Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I do not want to watch that really at all, but just yet either.
Stephen,
where's the fire? I saw videos of fire, like, just now. I saw it. Whoa! You know, I would say that they don't know what they're protesting for. I mean, they don't care, right? They don't care what they're protesting for, you know?
Right there. Officer down. Right there. Officer down.
Officer down.
Yes. Okay. What do you want to do? Right here. Thank you. We got an officer down.
Officer down. They're backing officers out.
Officer down. Take cover. Officer down. Take cover.
See, this is why I don't go to these fucking protests anymore. Like getting shot or maimed, you know, that's a reality. That's a definite reality, you know. So yeah, officer down. Breonna Taylor decision sparks demonstrations. Right, dude. See how the media covers for these motherfuckers? The most guilty parties in the killing of Breonna Taylor are the Democrats and Republicans who passed into law and refused to repeal the war on drugs. The blood of Breonna is on their hands. No, dude, it's because their BF shot guns and whatnot. You know, it's really that simple, dude. It's not race, it's culture. I mean, if you want to do illegal things, you have to do them not with guns. That's just really what it comes down to. And you really have to not get screwy with law enforcement, you know? Fight for Breonna Taylor. Wait, maybe it's because this is all just... Colin Kaepernick chiming in, the white supremacist institution of policing that stole Breonna Taylor's life from us must be abolished for the safety and well-being of our people. The white supremacist institution of policing that protected you while you were living with your adopted family in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, safely in some probably, maybe not gated off, but like, maybe cul-de-saced off community in Fond du Lac. Guys, never forget that Breonna Taylor's killers were at the wrong house. Is that true? Wrong house? I don't think so. The American people are sick and tired of brutal police killings without consequences. It's time to fundamentally reform. It's not racist. It's that certain factions are a little bit hyphy. They're a little bit hyphy, right? You know, that's really what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to. There's certain Blake demographics that are kind of hyphy. Ben Crump. How ironic and typical that the only charges brought in Breonna Taylor's case were for shots fired into the apartment of a white neighbor, while no charges were brought for the shots fired at Bree or her Blake neighbor's apartment. Well, dude, it's, you know, what are the cops supposed to think, dude, after they've been shot at? Why do these motherfuckers omit? Do they not realize that they're lying when they omit facts like that? This is just like, these people suck, dude. These people, these blue check marks, they're so fucking horrible, man. They're stoking fires that are being lit right now. Like, where, I was just watching videos of the fires right on this fucking Twitter feed. Candace Owens chiming in. A little bit of clarity. I believe that when an officer is shot, he has the right to shoot back. That's my general stance. Breonna Taylor would be alive if her boyfriend did not fire at police after they knocked and announced themselves as police, as verified by the neighbors. It was not a no-knock warrant, but that was the lie the media ran with for months. Kenneth Walker shot at police officers and police returned fire. Right, I mean, I've been saying for months it was an accident, right? She's wrong place, wrong time. You're dating a fucking gun-toting gangbanger, dude. And now this has to happen. Immolation, man. Cop has to be potentially killed. He sounded like a Blake cop, too. That's never seemed to matter to BLM, dude. Matt Walsh. The officers in the Breonna Taylor case had a legal warrant. They knocked and announced themselves, though they didn't have to. The boyfriend shot and they returned fire. There was no basis for any charges, let alone murder, but protesters, quote, will riot and burn anyway, of course. Pretty based, pretty based. Too bad police didn't move that fast getting help after they shot Breonna Taylor. What? Yeah, thanks for chiming in there, androgynous 5 likes. Move fast after they shot Breonna Taylor because they were being shot at by her gangbang boyfriend. You just gotta, like, reiterate the facts every time some progressive lies about something. Just any single solitary time. That's really what you gotta do. You know? Damn, dude, war zone down there. Now, if this actually encroaches into, like, the safer areas, man. Good. Good. Getting an attitude like that.
I was out on the street and you shot at me.
Good. Yeah, more facts. It was not a no-knock warrant. Police knocked, announced presence, witness corroborates. One officer entered, shot in the thigh by Breonna's boyfriend. Breonna was not asleep in bed. 2 out of 3 officers were justified in returning fire. Yeah, so they walked into a hostile, violent situation. Uncomfortable truth, Breonna Taylor's BF should be charged with murder. It's funny how if I enter the word fires, fire, because like open fire and fire, burning, Louisville burning, if you put the word fire into your search, you get people actually telling the truth. Whereas if you just type Breonna Taylor, just neutrally, you get incredibly biased leftist horseshit. How can the Breonna Taylor grand jury reach its result? Because the officers who directly returned fire were operating under a series of SCOTUS precedents that made clash between armed homeowners lawful, inevitable, and unjust. What? No. That's absolutely absurd. No, Charles M. Blow. So here's his take here. So if the police enter a dark house and someone in that house fires at them, they have the right to kill anyone in that house, whether they are the shooter or not, just in case. No, dude got shot in the leg. And it was an accident. Here's another fire. Downtown Louisville. Just look at that. How emblematic. Is this emblematic of what's going to happen to the entire town by the end of the night? Okay. Grant Wieditz. Breonna Taylor should still be alive. Her drug dealer BF opened fire on the police first, who knocked before executing a search warrant. Yep. Cops fired back and struck her inadvertently. Sorry. I have braces in right now. It's kind of hard to talk. Race had zero to do with the encounter. It was actions and culture. Yeah, I agree. Breonna Taylor's BF caused her death. That is an edgy but true take. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this was earlier today, before the, fucking immolation. This is what Antifa does, dude, BLM. They just burn trash on the streets, dude. I mean, they were doing this at Berkeley, too. Just horseshit, dude. BLM is a terrorist organization, and Democrats support them. God damn. Tell any normie friends that you have left, or lib shit, distant, begrudging acquaintances or family members you have left. Cops conduct a raid on a drug dealer. Cops knock on the door, announce themselves. Drug dealer fires through the... Yeah, just the same recap, except the city gives Taylor's family $12 million of taxpayer money. Wow. And taxpayer-funded property, public property, is being burned right now on top of it. Police knocked. Yep. Dude opened fire. Dude got shot, too. But, nevertheless... Yeah, wake the fuck up. Antifa, BLM, yep. Yeah, wake the fuck up. You're not simultaneously magical because of your melanin and oppressed because of your melanin. Okay, oh, what are they burning here? Whoops. Hall of Justice. In flames. You ever notice how many mixed people there are in these protests? Like really, really, really angry, violent, mixed people. You ever notice that? The anger over Breonna Taylor should be directed at her boyfriend, yep, Kenneth Walker, who fired first and shot a cop in the leg, leading police to respond by opening fire into the apartment. Yep, it was an accident. Get over it, BLM. You're lying. Yep. Yep, Matt Walsh with the based... Remember when these police shootings, nearly everything you hear from activists will be misleading or outright false. This is true of the Breonna Taylor case. Officers knocked. Yep. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely true. Let's look at the fucking, It's more flames. Dude, they're burning, like, foliage. Like, what the fuck? They're lighting fucking bushes on fire, dude. What the fuck? No knock warrant, another BLM lie. Because all progressives do is lie 100% of the time without exception. Crowd gathered about a half hour ago. One officer was charged with blindly opening fire into several apartments and recklessly endangering people who live near Taylor. Well, dude, what was he supposed to do, man? It wasn't reckless. It was reckless of Kenneth Walker to shoot at him and his partners, dude. Yahoo Sports. Yeah, thanks for checking in there. LeBron, the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. I promise you I'll do my best to change this as much as I can and even more. Love to you, Quains, all over this country and beyond. Yep, dude, no. They're the most disrespectful, and they're the most hyphy and in-your-face and nasty. Yeah, I mean, this person chiming in with the truth, accidentally shot after her boyfriend opened fire. It's going over and over and over again. It doesn't matter because all they do is lie, because ultimately they want to justify doing this. Burn some plastic, paper, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're like near a gas pump or anything like that. They don't care. Just want to, you know, here's a video of that picture.
This is the Louisville Metro Police Department. Under Kentucky state law, this is an unlawful assembly. And I command all persons so assembled here to immediately and peacefully disperse. If you don't do so...
Is this a check mark vaguely glorifying it? Radical. Yeah, militant black man. Yeah. More fires.
Do not do so, you may be a criminal agent, and you may be...
Let's go to the latest. This is the latest. Whoop. Yeah, it wasn't a no-knock. Yeah, I already watched that one. White privilege means I can do the phone without being fear of being harmed or killed. I can go jogging. Ahmaud Arbery couldn't. No, he was casing a joint and he grabbed for a dude's gun. I can be detained by police. George Floyd couldn't. He was resisting arrest and he died of a fentanyl overdose. I can go birding. Don't know that one, but he probably was grabbing for some shit. Breonna Taylor, we already went over that. Mental health crisis, generally due to tact. I can play with a toy gun. Tamir Rice removed the orange tip. I can lawfully carry a weapon. Philando Castile reached when the cop told him not to. Cop was also Latino. I can get a traffic ticket. Sandra Bland, I think, killed herself in the cell. I can walk home with Skittles. Trayvon Martin beat the shit out of Zimmerman. You go down the list. Like, all progressives do is lie. All the time, without exception. Literally nothing they say is factually correct. This isn't a matter of, like, oh, some people have different opinions than others. No, all progressives do is lie, and look at what this dude said, okay? Kentucky Attorney General, yeah, justified in return of deadly force, and he's the House N because he approves of a cop who got shot in the leg defending himself against a violent gangbanger. Oh, okay. I'm so happy to share a system with that faction. Joey Saladino chiming in. Breonna Taylor would still be alive if her crackhead boyfriend did not fire at the police after they knocked and announced themselves. BLM is fighting for anti-whiteness, dude. I mean, I'll be blunt about it at the risk of getting banned or whatever. They're fighting to get rid of old, middle, white America. That's what they're fighting for. And they're also fighting for power and money for themselves and for their bankster donors. That's ultimately what it is. Anger over Breonna Taylor doesn't justify attacking random citizens who had nothing to do with it, or shooting a cop or burning shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, it's fucking... It's just... It would be hilarious if it wasn't so damaging and if it wasn't so frequent at this point.
Shot guns at him. Oh, shit. Shit, they shooting guns at him. Real guns.
Real gunshots.
Shit. They're blasting at the police.
Are they rushing toward it for that sweet, sweet content? Damn, dude. If you don't want your girlfriend shot, don't open fire on police officers. Why did it take months to find out the whole Breonna Taylor? Yeah, dude, because the media and politicians have an agenda. It's all to just destabilize the country for their own benefit. It's to create just a permanent underclass of, like, indentured servants who are just all indebted and stupid and glued to screens and antisocial and not having kids. Like, that's basically what these people are trying to do. Yeah. The facts don't matter. I mean, this person could... There could be enough people with 34 upvotes on telling the truth on this case. It doesn't seem to fucking matter, does it? Yeah, they made the right call. Facts, facts, facts. Facts don't matter. Facts just ultimately do not matter to the left. All they do is lie. What's up with the cop that got shot? I don't know what's up with the cop that got shot, actually. Trying to find info on that. But, let's see. I was with the top content before, wasn't I? Top content's always going to be the most cringe. God damn, that looks like a war zone. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think that, I think arson needs to be mansplained. Ooh, wait. The concept of arson needs to be mansplained to these leftists, dude. Because they're all... Even if they think that their intended target is evil and deserves to be burned, don't they understand that fire spreads if left unattended and can burn people that have nothing to do with their... I mean, but that's just it. It's all lies anyway, so why would they care who they burn? It's all sadism and lies. Burning trash, burning plastic and styrofoam. Hold on a sec. Who is this chick? Weaponized autism? Weaponized autists? 4chan, do your magic, huh? Huh? These people are so shady, dude. These people are just fucking street gremlins, man. They're fucking... Everything the media claimed about Breonna Taylor's death was a lie. Yep. All progressives do is a lie. Just all the time. All they do is lie. They were responding to being fired upon. Yep. Mr. Walker used his GF as a shield. Wowzers. The dude just straight up, gotcha, bitch! And he jumped in, like, behind her. Like, oh, my sweet child, give me $12 million. And then the family settles for millions of dollars. It's the ghetto lottery, man. People's trying to set the Hall of Justice on fire. Some people trying to stop media from taking pictures. Unlawful assembly. That's weird, dude. Sometimes like these days especially, I mean, I find these events way too dangerous to attend because of my status and who I am, and plus just how violent they've become. But sometimes people in their ranks will be streaming, and it's a new thing. Like, I think it's a new thing amongst their circles. They definitely were not recording back during, like, the Kekistan days, you know? And I was always perplexed by that. Like, why don't you want to record? Why do they want to record now that they're ramping up their fucking criminality? That's perplexing to me. They must just be very cocky that they're not going to face real consequences. Louisville, Kentucky's on fire tonight because of the Blake, boyfriend of Breonna Taylor, opened fire on police when they knocked on her door, and then police fired back in response, killing Breonna Taylor accidentally. BLM, Antifa, and the Democratic Party are bald-faced liars. Yep. Nope, you're half wrong, Travis T. All the people blaming Breonna Taylor's boyfriend for initiating fire on the officers are the same ones saying they'd fire their gun at anyone who enters their home. They had a warrant, dude. He was selling crack. That's what it sounds like to me. A protester set the Hall of Justice on fire. Man, oh man, oh man. Already got one fire started. Looks like another ride on the way, depending on which live stream you're watching. Police officers were executed. Search warrant. Yep. Told them to come outside. Breonna Taylor didn't fire. They killed a bystander, criminal negligence, and voluntary manslaughter. Bullets in every room. No. Shut up. 1 to 5 years for Breonna Taylor's life. Her fucking life. Her fucking life. Man, fuck you and your peace and your reform. Light it all on fire. Wow, so you can say that on Twitter? Can I... Even though my account is banned because I posted FBI crime statistics broken down by faction, this person can call her open immolation of the city of Louisville, Kentucky, and apparently still has an account. So, how about that one? Someone else? I mean, whatever. See, that's the thing. Like, conservatives complain, why is Antifa allowed to be on social media? Because conservatives don't report stuff. That's my guess. Also, there's a bias. There's also a bias. They put that fire out, right? Before, like...
Person so assembled here to immediately and peacefully disperse.
Of course, this looks like a scene out of fucking Batman Returns.
This is the Louisville Metro Police Department. Under Kentucky state law, this is an unlawful assembly. And I command all persons, this is an unlawful assembly.
Whoa, is this a potential former lib shit or normie? Why am I just now finding out that Breonna Taylor's boyfriend shot at the cops before they opened fire? Shouldn't this info have been available a while ago? Yeah, what we have here... Let's see, ask me if I care if the Eagles suck. Yeah, this guy looks like a fucking normie who maybe potentially previously was, like, liberal-leaning or BLM-leaning. Truth of the matter, and he's waking up in this tweet right before our eyes. Kind of a nice thing to say. Truth of the matter is that Breonna Taylor was never going to receive justice because there's no justice to be had here. She was murdered in her own home while she slept. Not true. And no amount of money and half-cooked charges will ever make up for that. Not even $12 million, even though... she wasn't murdered. She was not murdered. Stop lying. Let's see. The demands from Checkmark Pronoun Fest over here. Digital strategist, trainer, organizer. Dude, that sounds like something that, like, Soros' Open Society Foundation or ColorCom is funding with corporate money. Sounds exactly like what... Yeah, that sounds exactly right. Let's talk about the demands that are coming out of Louisville right now. It is important to understand that actual organizers in Louisville have never worked under the assumption that justice would ever come from the systems that conspired to murder Breonna Taylor. Right. Conspiring to remove a crack dealer, and then he shot at the cops. Okay. Immediately fire and revoke their pensions of the officers that murdered Breonna. Nope. Divest from Louisville cops and invest in community building. They already do that, but you're still dysfunctional. Immediate resignation or impeachment of Mayor Greg Fisher. Why? I mean, if he's at all conciliatory or, like, gives in to BLM, I would say that's a reason for him to be impeached. Metro Council ends use of force by Louisville Metro Police Department. Police shootings are gun violence. What? So no use of force even if violence is happening. A local civilian community police accountability council that is independent from the mayor's office and Louisville MPD with investigation and discipline power. So they want, like, crazy, frizzy-haired BLM psychos to basically, like, be able to rush into any, like, fire police commission meeting and just shout everybody down and tell people what to do. And also gives me money and power. That's what it is. The creation of policy to ensure transparent investigation processes. Dude, it's just really dumb. It's like BLM just bitches about things that we already have or things that we don't need or things that are just laughably inefficient. They killed Breonna Taylor cold blood in her sleep. Arrested and charged her boyfriend. Tried to frame her ex. Took months for this funky-ass attorney general to get up. Wow. Kentucky better be on fire tonight, deadass. Okay. Dude, no. You are lying, and you're using lies to start arson, so. Violence. Like an entire city, does that count? Like inciting arson, does that not fucking count, dude? NRA, where are you? So is this like a way of you attacking the NRA because the NRA is not going to defend someone who shoots at cops? Abolition now. They declared unlawful assembly an hour ago. Probably cleared up. Don't want to hear shit about peaceful protests. This country has been due a reckoning for centuries. Fire and ash is actually too good for this hellhole. Probably not going to work, but I'll give it a whirl anyway. You gotta do this, dude. Whoops. Just like threatening to, or inciting arson, dude. Like, that's just beyond uncool. I don't care how justified you think you are, dude. It's just not fucking justified. You know? You guys, like, go, if you can, if you see stuff like this, just report it down, you know? It's not asleep in her bed. God damn, you shouldn't be proud. Gun owners, what if someone breaks into my house? I should have a gun to protect myself. Breonna Taylor's BF fires legally. No. At an unannounced intruder and she gets murdered by the police. Gun owners. Dude. Will, are you mentally just off? Okay, yeah. Evan Kilgore, hell yeah. Chad. Look at this Chad. Breonna Taylor wouldn't be dead if her boyfriend didn't open fire and shoot at a police officer. Yeah, he had a warrant. He announced his intention. Here's another... Oh, look. Another normie. Look, I need something to explain to me. Why does all the talent at ESPN continually say that the officers involved in Breonna Taylor shooting need to be held to justice? From what I've read, her boyfriend opened fire first during a fucking knock warrant, and she wasn't asleep. They always bring up, like, you know, stuff that's supposed to make you feel bad. She was asleep, or they bring up the age of the person who was shot. It's so cynical. Wanton endangerment. They're just feeding you red meat. Yeah, this guy's kind of based. Even if you want to argue that charges should be brought, it's extremely clear that the Breonna Taylor case has absolutely nothing to do with race. Yep. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Another angle of the burning of the Hall of Justice. Is that fuel literally being poured on there? Wow. Young white men were seen on CNN setting bushes on fire. They saw the cameras and turned away. MAGA infiltrating protests again. Why are they doing this? They support rioting and looting. You ever notice that? Leftists will do this brain-scrambling bit where they will try to deflect blame from the burning and the looting and the violence away from the protesters while simultaneously excusing or outright encouraging, like we've seen on this stream, encouraging arson and that sort of thing. That's a brain scramble. That is... No wonder these people are so incoherent. Like, that's the sort of media and content they consume. Like, on one hand, it's justified to riot. Rioting is the language of the unheard. But on the other hand, oh, well, no, don't look at BLM. It's white supremacist infiltrators doing the rioting and burning. Like, well, which is it? What are you saying? Are so-called neon Nazis the unheard voices that are committing arson, and therefore we need to pay attention to them? Like, what the fuck are you saying? People who set fire to empty police cars are getting more time than the police officer who murdered. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, Wayne Stoddard. Guys like this are going to be dead in like 20 years, and there are not going to be enough people who make sense left. Oh my gosh. These people are absolutely insane, bringing up the KKK. Just, they knocked. It was not a no-knock warrant. What's the latest? It's yet another person lying about the sleeping aspect. Breonna was not shot in her bed. She was not innocent. She was involved for years. Okay, so it's generally like half and half. People who are based and people who are not. Now, what are some of the other... There's got to be other video of something that I've missed. But I think I'm getting a hang of this fucking OBS live streaming. You know? Now, if you're not subscribed yet, please do. If you haven't donated to my Subscribe Star, please do. I have stickers and thank you notes that I want to write out to you. It's one of the fun things I like to do, is get in touch with the viewers and whatnot. Dude, hell yeah. Do you guys like metal? I'm gonna blast some fucking Cannibal Corpse to close it out. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm probably going to get copyright struck, though, aren't I? I don't know. You can comment over music, can't you? Whatever. I got frivolous copyright struck for all kinds of fucking ridiculous horseshit. Like, you know, strikes that just get removed immediately. You know? But they keep happening. Like, either community guidelines or, you know, frivolous copyright, this, that, or the other. Bloomberg. Wow, who's recording this? Wow, who's fucking doing this diagonal upward fucking angle? What is this? They are way more watery than I've ever been. Why is it so dark? I'm surprised by, like, there's no glow of anyone's cell phone or, like... And I also thought it was declared an unlawful assembly. Okay, there's some light. These guys are, I guess, peaceful-ish. Although, I will still contest that there's absolutely no such thing as a peaceful BLM rally, because just in rhetoric, it's all just dismantle this, destroy that, burn this, attack that, you know, take away the cops, take away people's guns, take away people's right to defend themselves, and then let me take your shit, or you're a racist. And of course, the threat of, you know, the threat of being accused of racism is potentially deadly in and of itself. So there's absolutely no such thing as a peaceful BLM or Antifa or feminist fucking rally. There's absolutely no the fuck such thing. I want to hear him say, "Move! Move!" You know? I'd be fucking shilling for donations on, like, super chats right now, but they don't even let you monetize your channel until you have 1,000 subs. And my main channel is completely demonetized. So if anybody knows how to fucking... I guess I have to set up Streamlabs or Entropy or something. I'm so boomer with this shit. Whoa. Is that a gunshot? Did you hear that? That sounded like either bludgeoning or a gunshot. Whoa, what are you happening? What are you doing? What? Stream cut out because I guess they finally got it to disperse? Like, for real? That's kind of what it looked like. Okay, I mean, that's how you can have a somewhat rowdy, but, like, for the most part, kind of, you know... Well, you know, the cop got shot and everything. Hopefully he pulls through. I'm really sick and tired of this fucking shit, man. COVID race war has really got to... I don't know, man. It's really gotta... They need to give it a rest. You know what I mean? We need to give COVID race war a rest. And with Tony Evers here in Wisconsin extending the mask mandate by another fucking 2 months... really sucks. Just more economic ruination. BLM Antifa terrorist thugs, CNN, MSNBC lied because they're accomplices. Kentucky Attorney General was clear. The police knocked, identified themselves, and Breonna Taylor's boyfriend opened fire first, hitting one of the cops in the legs. Still, all these corporations and more, and counting, even these platforms that we're fucking streaming on, just still support the cop shooting thugs, still support arson. This is a based Blake. Is that what I'm seeing? Breonna Taylor was shot in crossfire after her drug dealer boyfriend shot at the police. Yup. Shoot at the police, expect them to shoot back. It's unfortunate that she was caught up in the crossfire, but this is no reason for BLM to destroy more communities. Yeah, it is, because that is their reason. Like, you know, that is what they're programmed to do, right? Kentucky has decided killing Breonna Taylor was legal. In America, it's legal to have a gun in your home and to fire on intruders. They're not intruders, they had a warrant, and they announced... Stop making it about race. Yep. Warrant. Yep. Kentucky protesters in custody. Nice. Got pictures or video of them being apprehended. There's one. They need to apprehend the fucking bitches that rented the U-Haul. Oh, that's the Tatum one. Oh, you just woke up, huh? Just woke up at like, what, 9 p.m.? This is from earlier today. What is this all about? Oh my goodness! Blubbering! What the hell, man? Nope. Mental institution. Ga 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 ga. That dude looked like Louisville's Vaughn Mays, if anything. Vaughn Mays or Frank Nitti, that's what he looks like. What's this dude's story? Somebody, I mean, dude, these guys are key players. I mean, I'm surprised more 4chaners aren't screen capping that and sending that shit out. Who will police murder next? No one, dude. Oh yeah. I was trying to stream that earlier. Yeah, you're so oppressed that you feel comfortable doing that to a cop. Dude. Yeah, just educate yourself on the issues, man. LeBron, 87,000 in an hour. 88 $100,000 in an hour. JD Sharp. Let's see. So JD Sharp is coming through with facts. Do you think that the people responding to JD Sharp... Wait, yet the boyfriend wasn't charged with shooting and injuring a police officer even though they supposedly announced themselves. Make it make sense. What? Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. They paid $12 million to the family because a fucking drug dealer boyfriend shot at cops and a chick got accidentally shot in the crossfire. Okay, well, the witnesses are gonna lie, you know? LeBron, you know what I'm saying? They always pick the shittiest fucking heroes. They always have, like, records of shooting at people, raping people, beating, robbing people. Like, just every single one is a scumbag lowlife. They were justified in the shooting. There is no way they would pay $12 million to her family for wrongful death. That's kind of a weird fallacy, I think. If they were justified in the shooting, there's no way that boyfriend would be walking around free. I don't know, man. He's not going to be walking around free for long. I mean, it's just, I'm just thunderstruck by all the lying, you know? Dude uses his BF as a fucking human shield, and it's just like, Whitey's to blame. I don't, you know... It's very, very, very stupid, man. Wait. Did they go back on live, or are they off?
Breonna Taylor's name.
I'll be honest, was not much further than when I heard George Floyd's name.
When I heard that George Floyd was killed.
It was after Floyd.
He was not killed. He fucking OD'd.
Maybe 2 weeks ago? A 26-year-old frontline worker. She was killed on March 13th, over 2 months before George Floyd, in a no-knock police raid at her house.
Wasn't no knock. All progressives do is lie 100% of the time, without exception.
911, Operator Harris, where's your emergency?
I don't know what happened. Somebody kicked in the door and shot my girlfriend. Hell, oh my God.
Nope.
It brings to light a bigger issue, the invisibility of black women when it comes to police violence.
No, the invisibility of the facts when it comes to discussing anything with violent BLM rioters who are generously funded by the establishment.
Breonna Taylor's murder, right? And that's what we're going to call it.
No!
Right? When you go into someone's home unannounced.
It was not unannounced. All progressives do is lie 100% of the time without exception.
And you slaughter them while they're sleeping.
She was not
right?
sleeping.
Occupying the space that they think they should be the most safe. That is a slaughter and that is a murder.
I didn't see
Stop
like any
lying.
major
Oh my
coverage.
God.
Really, honestly, the main reason is because she's a black woman.
Are you fucking out of your mind? That's all we ever hear about is black woman killed, black man killed. Even if it was justified, oh, black woman killed, black man killed. Even if he had a knife, even if he had a gun, even if it was an accident, like the one time every so often this happens. Like, that's all we ever hear about. We never hear about Daniel Shaver.
You know, they have
White
the
guy.
The most disrespected woman in America is a black woman. And when it comes to us, it's like nobody's...
You're not disrespected. You're treated the way you treat people. You're treated the way you project. And it's always nasty and combative and violent.
Fighting for us. Nobody's fighting for us. Even with Sandra Bland, like nothing. It's like nothing gets done at all.
There was nothing.
Nothing is
no
done. Nothing is ever done.
It was just died down.
But your melanin is magic. What do you mean? So you need help because somebody killed themselves in a cell?
And then we waited again for it to happen again.
What? The Blake identity is one of just delusion. That's just really what it comes down to.
So many times I've witnessed a shooting like this happening to a black man. Let's say the same thing happens to a black woman. You're not going to hear much about the black woman until the name of the black man is brought to light.
the frustrating commonalities in a lot of protests is that they're often inspired by the death of men at the expense of the recognition of the ways that women are victims of state violence as well.
No, not really. She was not a victim of state violence. This is just so cringe-inducing.
Breonna Taylor was besieged in her own home, and so when these incidents happen in more private spaces, there isn't someone reporting police violence. Doesn't always mean end of life.
In these spaces,
it's brutality, it's sexual violence in places where there are no witnesses.
If you go back in history and you see a lot of the pictures with regards to abuse and slavery.
Linear time. So they have to go back and bring up slavery, Jim Crow, and all that nonsense that is not relevant today. And they also conveniently leave out the fact that cops have basically been exonerated by body cam footage pretty much every single time. And they don't care. They just, look at how just stupefied these people look in general. They're stupid, just easy to rabble rouse, just riot for hire. That's all they fucking are.
They're strung up. They show you black men hanging. They never show you a black woman hanging. So I think
who gives a fuck?
This idea that when it comes to injustices, it's a greater injustice is that.
Look at this. Look at all the grannies she's killing, but they're not going to call her out. Why? I think you know why.
Men than women.
It is a much more captivating narrative to hear about a black man who has been murdered, who has been...
What did I say about, like, angry, frizzy-haired, mixed-race, radical people with identity issues? What did I say about that? What did I say about that? That's, like, the BLM Frontlines agitator.
Burned. Regis Cortese package. She was a black woman, 29 years old, murdered in Toronto, thrown off of her balcony when she called the police for help. No one has heard about her story whatsoever. It happened in the same week as George Floyd's murder.
George Floyd's murder. So if I walked over there, well, first of all, if I was anywhere near there, I'd be physically assaulted. But especially if I was just like, you know, good news, yeah. George Floyd wasn't murdered. He OD'd on fentanyl. I mean, it's still tragic, but it's better than him being murdered, right? If I said that to them, they would not view it as good news being imparted on them. They would view it as me they would view it as me incurring violence on them, and they would physically assault me because they're fucking psychopaths.
Black woman carried a nation. Carried a spirit.
What?
Of this country.
What?
That time is up to talk about oppression and not include the black woman.
What? What? In what conceivable way was any nation, any thriving first world nation, propped up in that manner? Again, notice how the chat is disabled. My stream.
Not only black women, but black trans people, black queer people. This movement is for all of them. It's not just for black, cis, hetero lives. This is for all of us.
Yeah, so black, trans, queer lives are the ones that built the United States, you guys. You know, that Appalachian neighborhood or that middle American, like Midwestern, predominantly white neighborhood. No, actually, all of that infrastructure was built by black, queer, mentally disabled, trans women of color. And the only reason that you don't acknowledge this is that you are a violent racist who needs to be unlearning your whiteness and giving random black families your money. And if you don't do this, well, that's violence. And now we can incur violence upon you. You like where the future of America's headed? Because I certainly don't.
We make it known that there's black women that are driving this movement, and you will censor our voices, and you will censor our narratives and politics.
Patrisse Cullors. Oh, she was, you know, trained Marxist, right? The trained Marxist lady, generously funded by 501c3 nonprofits like Colorcom that get a whole bunch of buku corporate bucks and funding.
Otherwise, no justice, no peace.
So this is corporations funding stupid, low IQ street armies that are violent and ready to kill you and enslave you. They're using the black nationalist and the far leftist Antifa angle to enslave us into debt servitude. And it's just a really bizarre way of going about it. It really is.
I'm a black girl who rocks, and my life sure just matters.
Oh, don't brainwash the kiddies.
The black women of the past, the present, and the black women who are looking towards the future.
No. The vast majority of people in, you know, one faction or another were astroturfed into place or affirmative actioned into place. You know, I'm not going to sit here and fucking give any extra weight to someone who is sort of artificially propped into a place of influence or authority or whatever, man. I mean, that's a huge part of why society's crumbling, is because our leaders do not belong there. You know, they just don't.
This post office is important to me. So here we are at the post office.
Postal office.
That promise of reliability to serve everyone, no matter where they are. But now that reliability that we've known all our lives is not there. And now it's becoming this big device.
Talking about, wait, what? Is the post office racist?
Very small rule. I go to McDonald's.
Oh, maybe it's just like a different thing.
And my son and I will just go up there and sit in the parking lot and use their free.
Oh, it's like on the COVID now. Okay. Got it. COVID is racist. I don't know. COVID's racist, or maybe fucking... I don't know, man. COVID's racist. Breonna Taylor being shot in the crossfire. Even though that's an anomaly, that's racist. I just like watching this kind of stuff. This is satisfying to watch. I would love to see fire hoses. I don't know why they didn't bust out fire hoses right away. Just in every one of these riots across the country, dude. Groovy. Kablowie. Oh, she's scurrying. Hell yeah. Hova, what's it's 11? Disperse, motherfuckers. Disperse. Disperse, I say. What does Trump have to say about it? Trump and Fox News' opinions. What do they got to say about it?
Today about the Breonna Taylor case? Yes. Could you comment now? I assume you've been briefed on the charges in the Breonna Taylor case.
Well, I thought it was really brilliant. Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron is doing a fantastic job. I think he's a star.
Based?
And he made a statement that I'll just read. Justice is not often easy. It does not fit the mold of public opinion, and it does not conform to shifting standards. It answers only to the facts and to the law. If we simply act on emotion or outrage, there's no justice. Mob justice is not justice.
Don't make the black kids angry.
Violence is not justice. It just becomes revenge. I mean, I heard that. I said, write that down for me, please, because I think it was a terrific statement. He's handling it very well. You know who he is, right? I think you know. I think everyone now knows who he is. I will be speaking to the governor, and we have a call scheduled to make very shortly with the governor. I understand he's called up the National Guard, which is a good thing. I think it's a very positive thing. And it'll all work out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's a positive thing.
It's highly unlikely that any Democrats will vote for your nominee if and when it comes to a vote in the Senate.
We don't know.
Given the posture,
a good candidate.
I think that's a pretty safe assumption. But on that point, would you want to nominate someone who, in their confirmation to the appellate court, received broad bipartisan support, or would you be more inclined to put forward somebody whose confirmation fell along party lines?
I can't tell you what's going to happen with the Democrats. I can say this: the person
Something
that I'm
beta!
putting up, and I won't say that I've even chosen that person yet. I could say any one of the 5. They're outstanding women. But the person I'll be putting up is highly qualified, totally brilliant, top-of-the-line academic student, the highest credentials. All of them have that, but the highest credentials. And you'll see on Saturday who that is. I can't imagine why a Democrat wouldn't vote for this person. But you may be right.
Mr. President,
I bet on you.
Whoops. Well, you know, Democrats want the country to burn. They want a lawless, psycho place where middle American whites are debt slaves. You know? I mean, pretty much everybody's a debt slave, but, you know, politically, their enemy is very
keeping an
cut
eye
and
on
dry.
increasing protests this evening in large cities across the country.
Are Fox News calling them protests?
You can see them in these 4 live shots that we have after the grand jury in Louisville, Kentucky decided not to charge the police officers there with the death of Breonna Taylor.
Based.
One of the 3 detectives involved in this case was indicted on 3 counts of wanton endangerment, but that had to do with...
Yeah, that was because he fucking mag-dumped his gun into the neighboring apartment. And I guess to the BLM crowd, like, that's just police as an entity that mag-dumped. It wasn't that individual officer. It was the police that done did that, you know what I'm saying?
The firing of his weapon into
Like 90
a
going
nearby
north.
apartment in the midst of the chaos that was ensuing at Taylor's apartment. In Louisville,
Yeah.
about 1 hour from now, a county-wide, I should say, curfew will go into effect, and that is where Jeff Paul joins us tonight on the street there. Good evening, Jeff.
Getting a little hectic here.
Those mostly peaceful flames right there.
Pretty much peaceful day of protest.
Ah! He said it! He said it!
Hectic here in downtown Louisville after a pretty much peaceful day of protest. Trash can has been set on fire.
A pretty much peaceful day of protesting today. Let's hear that fucking shit again, dude. Fox News has gone left.
Here in downtown Louisville after a pretty much peaceful day of protest. You can see a
Pretty much peaceful. Pretty much peaceful garbage can on fire.
can has been set on fire out here with some things thrown in there. We've seen a few others set on fire. This is probably the largest one, but really the only...
They're all super stoked for Instagram cred, dude. This is what's getting, dude, in certain circles. Imagine being in a circle where, like, burning garbage in your streets gets you clout.
Main sort of, if you want to call it property damage that we have seen. Just exploded, and that's something we see from time to time during these protests. They use fire.
Mostly peaceful. Kablow!
That was a firework. I don't think that was a bomb of any kind of sort, but nonetheless, you never know what's going to happen out at
It was mostly peaceful, a firework explosion, fire.
happened today. That decision came down, and after a few hours of people marching in the streets, the police pushing some of the people who were out here back. But
Fuck you, Fox.
downtown, and you can see there's a few
Fuck you, Fox. Fuck you, Rupert Murdoch.
as always with fires, you never know what's in them. And
Peaceful explosions through a garbage can, dude.
All right,
Oh
Jeff
my
Paul,
God, dude.
Somebody putting an incendiary into a garbage can on the street there, and it exploded just a few feet
Fucking
away from where Jeff was covering the
idiot.
story. He's covered a lot of these stories over the course of this summer. And, you know, Jeff, you know, can you give me any sense of who is around you and how organized this group is?
yeah, it's really hard to tell.
They're extremely organized.
People obviously
Look at that fucking...
we just had an explosion, actually. So from one thing to
That rehab attendee of what is going on there.
another, you have an explosion, and you have people out here singing Breonna Taylor's name.
Dude, I don't know. There was a truck that rolled up and handed out fucking weapons and shields. I don't know if they're organized. Yeah, they just have foundations like the, what is it, the Free Prisoners group. Yeah, they're just 501c3 nonprofits that fund all of their endeavors and fund transport and, rent the U-Haul and pay for fucking agitators that fucking rabble-rouse these idiots into going to burn shit. Yeah, no, I don't know if they're fucking organized or not.
Yeah, it's hard to tell really how
fuck
organized
Fox.
it is right now, especially with some of these fires that have been lit here. I don't think the people who are down here to memorialize Breonna Taylor were exactly involved in that sort of behavior. It's not what we saw today.
Idiot.
With the people who were passionately marching throughout the street. But nonetheless, when it gets dark, that's when you really start to see some of this kind of behavior happening. And as we get closer to that curfew, that 9 p.m. curfew, we might see some more of it. Martha?
So it was the darkness that brought it out. Well, you know, it was the darkness.
Obviously, that is what we have seen, the implementation of curfews after dark to try to calm things down, and that is still an hour away from kicking into effect. What is the police presence there, Jeff, in terms of implementing that in an hour, and any way of telling whether or not they're going to be able to do that?
Mostly expeditious, from what I saw.
Whether or not people will cooperate.
It's really hard to tell because when you walk down here, you have police on the perimeters. Like if you take a look over here, you can see there's some red and blue flashing lights. Just off
Comments turned off, of course. Because if
if
comments weren't turned off, everybody would be in the comments like, yeah, mostly peaceful fucking fire, trash fire, and explosion.
Stop cars from coming down here. But if you take a look where most of these protests have started, this is Jefferson Square Park, and these fires are burning now. I don't see one police officer in sight. That's not saying they're not in the area and they're not just letting that kind of burn out and fizzle out, but you get a little outside and you start getting closer to like the mayor's house.
Some pussy ass wearing a fucking, face diaper, good way of putting it, would say some dumbass wishy-washy ass shit like this. Like, oh yeah, it's hard to tell. He would say some dumbass shit like that, memorializing a fucking, like, what, deputy crack dealer. That's what BLM is, dude. They're just fucking
some of the bigger buildings,
low down,
really
dirty.
See the police presence.
Did they stop? When I heard you on earlier today, Jeff, you were saying that the protest, which we saw in the afternoon after the decision, was moving towards the mayor's house. Did that happen? Did they go down there? Was that all? Did that all go peacefully?
Yeah, well,
no.
They marched for about 3.5 miles, and we were right there with them. And once they got about a half a mile away from the mayor's house, that's when police just sort of put their stakes in the ground and said you can't get any closer, and the police then started pushing them back. The majority of the protesters ended up moving back, but if you kind of stayed back, and you saw probably about a dozen people who ended up with zip ties in their arms behind their back, and they were taken off.
Oh, stop! I'm about to coom!
But after that was really
zip ties! Tools! I need my tools! No, but the idea of, what he said, dozens of these wankers getting fucking zip tied up to be probably released with slap on the wrist, but maybe, maybe the funds will, what am I saying? The funds aren't going to run out, these bail funds, and they'll be right back out on the streets, but maybe a handful of them will be demoralized when their fucking mugshots get circulated. And please, people in the chat, people watching this, if you see mugshots of any Antifa wankers, share them like the Dickens, because again, they're not going to face like that brutal fucking punitive measures from our legal system. So what we can do is publicly shame them. I think that'll work.
Since then, we really haven't seen
at least somewhat. Not that much.
Fires down here, and the occasional person just kind of doing a burnout with a motorcycle or something like that.
It's just remarkable how many cities we have seen. It's like you almost get used to seeing fires in American cities, and we've witnessed so much of it, and you've covered so much of it for us across the course of this summer. Thank you very much. Good to see you tonight. Jeff Ball, thank you.
Yeah, dude, Fox News is left wing now. How do you like that? Do you ever think you'd live to see that? Holy crap, man. Al Sharpton, I can't even. Moments after Breonna Taylor.
Newly released video shows the aftermath of the police killing of Breonna Taylor in Louisville nearly 4 months ago. Officers conducted
aftermath.
Come outside. Tag 3, everyone.
Breonna Taylor.
There it is. See, there it was. Come outside. And they refused.
Nia Palmer posted this neighbor's video on social media Wednesday night.
In it, police are seen in front of the apartment building where Taylor and her boyfriend Kenneth Walker lived. Police are pointing guns and shouting commands at Walker, who they later arrested.
Turn around, face away! Turn around, face away!
Why do they have such a problem following cops' instructions? I think we need some Blake control. So this Blake brutality is out of control,
Here,
man.
Kenny saying, my girlfriend's in there. She's been shot, and their main concern was not my sister.
Just minutes before,
My
Louisville
sister.
officers executed
They were
a
getting
no-knock
shot at.
search warrant at Taylor's home as part of
Executed. No knock. Bloop. They're using the word executed very deliberately.
a drug investigation.
And no knock. Lie. That lie. Very deliberately. Drug investigation. So they want. Then that's meant to invoke feelings and thoughts of, oh, unjust drug war, CIA, crack in the 80s. It's their fault. It's the white man's fault. So CBS is complicit, you know.
But attorneys for Taylor's family say no drugs were ever found. In newly released audio of Kenneth Walker's
Doesn't
interview
matter.
with Louisville police, Walker says he and Taylor were in bed the night of March 13th when they heard someone banging on the door.
She's like, who is it? Loud at the top of her lungs. No response.
Louisville police say officers did knock and identify themselves, but Taylor's family attorney, Ben Crump, says that's not true.
Everybody there said they never heard the police identify themselves.
In his interview,
Yeah,
with
you're a
investigators,
charlatan.
Louisville Police Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly explained that despite having a no-knock warrant, they knocked because they didn't consider Taylor a major threat.
Was to give her plenty of time to come to the door because they said she was probably there alone.
But she wasn't alone. Walker, a licensed gun owner, fired one shot.
Licensed gun owner fired one shot. Look at what they're doing.
Hitting Mattingly in the leg.
The door, like...
Yeah, they shot him in the leg during a knock warrant. But we're going to say it's no knock, and we're going to lead with the fact that he's a registered firearm owner. Who gives a fuck, dude?
It's like off the hinges. So I just let off one shot. Like, I still can't see who it is or anything.
And so I just returned fire. I got 4 rounds off. And it was like simultaneous. It's boom, 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 boom.
Since Taylor's death, Louisville banned no-knock warrants. State Senator Robert Stivers.
It wasn't a no-knock warrant.
It should have not been done the way it was.
Republican State Senator Robert Stivers pandering to BLM. How do you like that? Oh, no-knock warrants. Ban them. This should never have happened. It didn't happen that way, but yeah, why let facts get in the way of the narrative?
And under this proposal that I'm in draft on, it would have never happened the way it happened.
Conservatives are cucks. Liberals are cucks.
Palmer tells me that she lived in that apartment with her older sister, Breonna Taylor, and that she often thinks about had she been there that night, she could have died too. As for those 3 officers who fired their weapon, 2 of them have been placed on administrative
Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Anything else? Has it escalated, or did people pretty much go home? Pretty much. Whoa, mama. That's a sea of people if I ever saw one. Unless this is like a replay? No, this better remain actually peaceful. Yeah, we've got quite the Overton window in this country in that it's just a narrow little sliver of, you know, accepted thought. It's basically like bash middle American whites from a Dems are the real racists and sexist vantage point, or do it from a let's bitch about transgender bathrooms while we also bash white people in middle America and all that stuff. Now, whoopsies. Whoopsies. Toasty. Pause that, see if the Twitterverse has anything new. Whoops. LeBron, shut up. I can't believe that that's even like a fucking factor, is what a basketball player thinks. But so if Breonna Taylor was white or Asian or Hispanic dating a known drug dealer who shot at cops and was killed, returned self-defense fire, would anyone give a shit? Nope, not at all. Of course not. 2 cops shot. 2 cops shot. Oh my goodness.
To charge him. We don't even know the ballistics yet because they charged him 2 days later, Sean, and there were bullets.
Oh, someone bitching about Rittenhouse defending himself. This is what BLM is complaining about white people and cops defending themselves. I mean, that's the ultimate end result of this, is a milieu where whites are less able to defend themselves. You know? So I guess the violent rabble-rousers have been... Have they been mostly sort of zip-tied, or what's going on? How do I get actual... real updates on this? Like, see, this is sort of like relying on corporate media for your information. It's just not good, but that's where we're at. I'm not trying to give you ad revenue, yo. Let's see. Local branch of the FBI said on Twitter that its SWAT team responded to an officer shooting and was assisting.
Mr. President, we asked you earlier today about the Breonna Taylor case.
Yes.
Could you...
I already saw that. 3 counts of felony wanton endangerment. Okay, so he's the guy who shot. He like mag dumped into the neighboring apartment, wantonly endangering the neighbors. Justice, no peace.
But I want to bring in our panel right now. We have Richard Fowler and Rob Smith, and it's really good to have you both here. This case has been on the forefront for many months. It's gotten a lot of attention. One of the calls has been for justice for Breonna Taylor. The family, Richard, was very clear, and as was the attorney.
Wait, so this is just like Based Blake talking with another Based Blake. Fires, yep, we saw all that. Yeah, okay. I think we're like mostly up to date on this, except there's 2 cops shot now. There's 2 cops shot. Wow. You know? Yep. They're justified, and now 2 cops are shot. I don't know if they're dead. Let's see, how about Louisville cops shot? Oop, not Louisville. Oh, you and Joe Biden on a roll tonight. Not a coincidence. This was posted after 2 cops shot in Louisville. Tonight, Breonna Taylor's family is still grieving the loss of a daughter. We must never stop speaking Breonna's name, and as we work to reform our justice system, including overhauling no-knock warrants. It wasn't a no-knock warrant. They're just gonna keep saying that. They're just gonna fucking keep saying that. No-knock warrant. Breonna Taylor was sleeping, murdered, slaughtered, and they're gonna ignore the cops who got shot tonight. CNN, you own that abso-fucking-lutely, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yep. Random unprovoked gun violence. How do you feel about the 2 cops shot in Louisville tonight during the riots? Deserved? Justified? Yep. BLM and their fucking accomplices in mainstream media definitely believe that. Yep. Look at this Bull Dyke looking idiot, okay? They'll find and arrest and jail the people who shot the Louisville cops by tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, the Breonna Taylor's killers sleep comfortably in their beds. Nope. Self-defense. You know what I mean? It's just cops defending themselves and white people defending themselves against hyphy Blake people, and they get angry. and violent. How did this culture happen? And how did it happen so fucking recently? Seemingly overnight. You know? It's 1,500 motherfuckers, dude. $1,500 mofos. Not getting violent yet. Are they? They're kind of getting a little scattershot. Like these people are on the side, sort of being all shady. Yeah. Make sure if you haven't upvoted the stream yet, please upvote and subscribe. I keep getting strikes on my main channel. That's why I started doing this other channel, because I realistically cannot do IRL videos at protests like this, because they're going to kill me, you know. Also, I can't upload to my fucking main channel. It's a bummer, but I can't upload there, because even before I click publish, I'll already have a strike on my video. A frivolous one at that. But I'll upload the same fucking video on this channel and nothing will happen. So I think I'm just going to try my hand at streaming and trying to build this up, but I can't accept donations or even use a community tab until I have 1,000 subs. So please, hit that sub box, hit the bell, hit the like button. You know, I'm getting all stuffy, not from COVID, but seasonal allergies, I think. You know. Alright, so it's peaceful-ish. Again, I still maintain no such thing as a peaceful BLM demonstration. Given the nature of what they're agitating for, you know what I mean? Sort of... chat disabled. But of course, man... Damn, their live stream is a little laggy. Their fucking copter live stream. Media is, like, tacitly admitting sometimes, like, their darling protesters that they support so much on the airwaves, they gotta be as far away from them as possible because of how fucking dangerous they are. Like, you're in danger if you try to be a reporter on the ground now for these fucking riots. They will attack the media. Yeah, I mean, they will and they have attacked the media. It's definitely... Uh-oh. Some commotion. They just want to start bashing random fucking cars, dude. You know? Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the video of them being shot at, or the sound of it anyway. 2 cops shot in Louisville. Are the bullets okay? Wow, dude. So that's being an edgelord on the left. All Black Lives Matter, K-High, BLM, MAGA, asshole, get black on side, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, the only reason we don't want to associate with you is because of waifism, right? That's the only fucking reason. And disagreeing with that assertion is proof of waifism. And proof of you, being in desperate need of, a Nazi punch in the face, apparently. It looks like maybe they're arguing about whether or not to pop off, or they're maybe strategizing on how they're going to do it. Who they're going to burn and how. Maybe, is there a... Huh.
Alright, I'm a minion or we do this. We're gonna cut across the backside of the park. I know it gets fenced off, but that's the way we go.
Oh, there's the bike cops squaring off with the Anquifa, I think. That's what it kind of looks like. Their stream is laggier than a motherfucker, though. They're using more rinky-dink equipment than I am. Seems like. See if I can find an honest motherfucking, you know, like an honest take. Bloomberg. Man, oh man. That many fucking people that facts do not fucking matter to. That many people that could just be so easily instructed to go fucking just like end you. Hey, look, there's a Trump voter over there. He's a Nazi. Go beat him up. Guarantee you any number of people in that sea of degenerates would go do that. Just without even thinking about it. That's a sea of people who are incapable of thinking. Just being transported all over the fucking country. These types of people. You know? Where the fucking... There's gotta be on the ground fucking streamers who've like... you know... hidden cammed enough. Like hidden cammed enough to fucking get in there. Like get some on the ground footage, you know? This overhead crap is just really not cutting it. Damn, that looks unruly to me.
It was when you know that
I don't think that you're legally allowed to defend yourselves against this fucking mob, man. I mean, you know, we got an example of like 5 years ago, Michael Strickland, aka Laughing at Liberals. He was one of the main influences for me starting Durst the Worst, actually, along with Vladimir Jaffe and Nick Redding, Men's Rights Edmonton. That dude was one of the OG trolls out there.
Be careful, Travis.
Are they trying to like overturn this bus? Like, what are they doing in this? There's got to be some on the ground streams, right? Breonna Taylor on the ground, Louisville, 3 months ago, 2 months ago. Dude, nobody's crazy enough to fucking stream this on the ground, huh? Upload date last hour, how about that? No. No. Protesters on the move. You know, these guys are fucking these leftists are just thrilled to mislead you and scramble your brains and fucking... Are they being directed down that street now? Okay. I got it. Or wait, what's happening? There's some movement. Move! Yeah. More of that. Come on. We need more move back! We need a lot more of that. Less rider, more move back! Move back, they say. They're kind of swarming around this bus and around some bike cops. I thought there were close to 1,500. Like, okay, so hold on. Which way did... Oh no. Wait a minute. So I'm on that one already. Is it this one?
Up to talk about oppression and not.
We is oppressed and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They're over here still.
Wait, so this is kind of a smaller cam view. It's more mobile one of the... Okay, got it. Move back! Yes! Unlawful assembly.
If you do not do so, we may dismiss the employee and you may be arrested.
Gas! 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 Can I get a gas in the chat? Can I get a hose in the chat? Hose! 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 Not that hose, but the hose. Turn hose! Turn hose! Turn hose! Get $12 million in the ghetto lottery because your crack dealer boyfriend of your daughter fucking got shot because dude shot at cops. We be oppressed and shit after building everything. Nope. Shut up. It's an unlawful assembly, dipshit. Get the fuck out of there. Wait, was that a protester saying some snide shit to the cops, or was that cops getting them the fuck out of here? It's just time for bed. Oh, these are people dispersing, I think. They better disperse and not burn shit. God. Pants up, don't loot! How is it that this one brother's profanity is audible over everything? What bubbly man y'all say? Man y'all say? KPD, what? Is he saying, tell him to suck my dick? Is that what they're saying? Very articulate from these BLM fucks. So much, you know, just elocution from these BLM bozos. What about we, man? No talk. Look at the damn face. No talk. Look at the damn face. No talk. Look at the damn face. Just absolute numbskulls, dude. Total fucking idiots. Oh, cool. You get little geographical Shakespeare in California. Oh, dude, the name of that street is racist. Shakespeare, dude. California. Stolen land, man. You know, it doesn't matter that you can't really clearly hear what they have to say because it's all gobbledygook anyway. You know what I mean? Fuck y'all. That's how angry and indignant these bleaks can be. It's literally just give us stuff or fuck you, we will kill you. Like, that's just their culture. That's the culture that we are forced to... I mean, we're forced to share a system with people who have that as their predominant attitude and culture. Is it dying down? Jesus. If it's an unlawful assembly, like, what's the deal? They've declared an unlawful assembly, like, an hour ago, I thought. This is really fucking stupid. You know, it's difficult to, you know, in principle, it's like, okay, we need police, but it's like, you know, if someone wasn't too particularly thrilled with cops right now from the right, I wouldn't begrudge them, you know? These are really fucking dark shots, man. Really zoomed out, really dark. Because their street lights are probably rinky-dink as fuck, too, man. Do I see the signs of a dispersing crowd? Cops in America, I mean, I don't mean to rag on the cops too much, but I will. They don't seem competent enough to take down Antifa crowds that at this juncture have become so numerous and so well organized and so well funded. They would need, like, National Guard. They would need some fucking, you know, some extra. Yeah, and they do bust these crazies in that are all fucking wasted on God knows what. You know, that's real. So I don't know if many a riot cop is even prepared to fucking deal with this kind of thing. You know, and then you add on top of it unsympathetic mayors and governors and media and, you know, what are you left with? Are you gonna disperse, motherfuckers? Systemic systems, structural institutions. They out there dismantling oppressive systems and shit. Kangs, you know what I'm saying? They be out there, you know what I'm saying? Dismantling and shit. They didn't burn any statues of, like, abolitionists or moose in this town, did they? They only burned that one government building and some bushes and whatnot. What did the foliage do to Breonna Taylor? I think they're going the fuck home. Go the fuck home, commies. You know, Fed posters are funny. It's like, that's all you can really fucking do is Fed post, and you can't even really necessarily do that. You can't Fed act. You know? If only we could Fed act in Minecraft. They look demoralized or sort of tired out. As
Chopper.
Whoa, Chopper. As we all kind of are in general. Yeah, people are kind of on the side going home. They're going home.
Hey, yeah, I can hear you.
I think. Yeah, I guess, you know, burned a couple of stuff, guys. We'll go home. We'll burn some stuff tomorrow. We'll lie and trump up some police shooting tomorrow. You know, we'll tug at America's heartstrings and use that as justification to hurt people tomorrow or the next week. Do cops hire low IQ or does BLM recruit low IQ? It's funny how you know, you might not be clear on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, one could be left, like, in the dark about which you're referring to. BLM or these fucking cops or these fucking BLM mouth breathers. But after a couple of fires and after 2 cops getting shot, it looks like these thugs are dispersing. Because a curfew was declared, like, hours ago. So... Or no, wait. Time zones. Wait, isn't it like 11 in Kentucky? Or are they central?
They're walking northwestbound in Milwaukee now. From California northwest to Milwaukee.
So I'll stop for a hot second to do that, and then we'll go back to walking.
Okay, so they haven't fully dispersed in Louisville. But they mostly have. The rioters are probably all that's left. Wow, Breonna Taylor's protesters walk down I-94. Because that's not dangerous at all. Cops are not at fault. I'll vote that. Let the bodies hit the road. I will hit that. Bam. Yeah, sheeple. Okay. Yes, BLM, probably with the leadership of Vaughn Mays here. And or Frank Nitti. Blocking I-94, dude. Fuck that, man. That's dangerous. No billy clubs, no tear gas, no fire hoses. Man, what the hell, man? Breonna Taylor protesters. Wow, that was so obnoxious. Beta Cock News. 24-hour lies for your washed brain. Oh, damn. It hasn't dispersed in the slightest. Ouch. Wait a minute, what the fuck? That is one really fucking annoying sound. Holy shit. Up, up, up. Your average person is not interested in fighting these clowns, dude. At all. Your average person is like, you know what, I'd rather just turn a blind eye and kind of, you know, I'd rather just go feed my dog. You know, I'd rather just go walk down by the beach. You know, I'd rather just go take a picture of my lunch and put it on Instagram and then go watch Netflix. You know, your average human being is not plugged into this sphere the way we are. You know, your average person is like I said before, like, I'd rather just walk my dog by the beach and supporting this, right? That's your average human being in America today. It's mortifying. It's just buckle up. Let's just put it that way. But this sound is happening. I don't know why. Why is that sound happening? Huh. I will be right back in a jiffy. Something might pop off while I'm, That is a decent amount of people. Shit. Oh, shit. What's this now? Dude, that fucking... What is that? Why are they going extra fast? Are they taking the freeway? Oh, damn, they are. Fucking wankers, dude. I thought it was declared an unlawful assembly and there was a curfew, but what the fuck, dude? What's being allowed to happen right before my eyes here? No, what? Abruptly. This is the kind of thing I was looking for the entire time. What the fuck? Why does it only show up now? Fuck you, corporate media scum. Okay, so is this just cops like standing around picking their butts as they take the freeway or whatever? Like, what the fuck, dude? Dude. This is cops just standing around. Well, they got some people detained, it looks like. That's a good sign. Yeah, that's a fucking good sign. Chat's always disabled. Man, I would never disable a chat. BLM taking the goddamn freeway, dude. They need to be dealt with the way they're dealt with in fucking Italy, dude. I've seen videos of just Italian cops just on site. They will fucking baton these motherfuckers. It's amazing. I don't know. I don't know why it's not the unanimous opinion that that is what should happen. Again, I think it goes back to most people would just rather be like, you know what, man, I'd just rather walk my dog. I don't really want to pay attention to this. Or they support it. Like, those are the main two kinds of people today. Whoa. Faded to black. Zooming way out. Holy shit. So... Huh. The fuck, dude? You know, whenever I see a bunch of these cops, like, standing around, I just think there's so many commie skulls you could be busting right now. Such wasted potential. Now, this was the copter cam of the BLM protesters taking the freeway in Louisville. But it's all blacked out now. I don't know why. That's just... It's very bizarre. Bloomberg QuickTime, what are you doing, man? You're blacking it out. These are the people detained, it looks like, maybe? Arrest these fools. Put these fools away, man. These fools, dude, these kind of people are the main thing making America just, like, not socializable, if that's a term, if that's a word. Socializable. It's like you can't socialize in America anymore. And it's because of this combined, like, COVID hysteria and BLM and Antifa and feminism. It's all encompassing. It's like that critical race shit, intersectionality, feminism, BLM, COVID, right? It's all that shit. These people are the ones at the behest of corporate and bankster America shoving that shit down our throats violently. I think these are the most dangerous and most just, I don't know, they're clearly posing the biggest threat to America right now. Not mud neon Nazis, okay? Not people like that. It's communists. Excuse me. It's fucking communists. It's communist libtards that are getting hauled away. Sweet. Haul that guy away. Okay, so they got the cameras focused back on these cops on both RT. So they're hauling away some of these zip-tied motherfuckers. That's good to see. Haul them off. Hell yeah, haul them off. One of the most satisfying things to film when you're at a protest has gotta be when lefties finally get arrested and hauled off. I've gotten a few of those. I've never gotten a video where they straight up just get fucking pummeled into dust by cops. Never gotten that. That would be a satisfying fucking video to obtain. But I think the media wants to give me the impression that this isn't really happening anymore, despite the fact that, again, they took the fucking highway. Donald Trump's praying. Shut up, Tom Arnold. Why the hell am I seeing his fucking reply to the president? Praying for the 2 police officers that were shot tonight in Louisville, Kentucky. The federal government stands behind you and is ready to help. Tom Arnold, in his infinite wisdom, responds with, "That's horrible. Were they shot by 3 Louisville cops in their own homes while they slept?" Getting none of the facts right. I fucking hate progressives. I really do. I think it's okay to regard them as subhuman. I really do. I think progressives are just beneath human consideration. Yep. Look at how compassionate BLM followers are. They don't care about getting... Yep. Yeah, we're women like this, dude. Like, that just don't suck on to BLM crap. See, 2 officers shot during Louisville protests overcharged in Breonna Taylor case. Is this "their" spelled wrong? Justice? Shooting innocent cops while they're doing their job. Okay. Well, maybe you're not that smart. But at least you're right about that. This dude just said he hopes the cops who were shot in Louisville die, make him famous. Whatever. Dude, fuck Chuck Schumer. Justice and Policing Act. Okay, man. I can't stand progressives. It's just every single fucking time there's a choice between siding with evil and siding with good, they will side with evil without fail every single time. They side with violent fucking rioters who shoot cops and fucking violent gangbang crack dealers and their boyfriends who shoot at cops over people who don't do that, and over people who oppose that. Journalism is such a joke in the USA. Protests, when bullets fly its way past protests and even riots, it's called insurrection terror. Yup. Sean Wilson's based. Yup. Okay, you shot 2 Louisville cops, now go home. Dude. Mostly peaceful. I love that fucking Fox News clip that I got. I should clip that up, dude, and be like, Fox News says most... Fox News utters mostly peaceful phrase. Hashtag Louisville. The dreaded mostly peaceful. I can't believe Fox News did that. It's so out of this world, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. Just fuck. They're not showing the, They're not showing the fucking freeway. Hold on, maybe if I search, like, Louisville takes freeway or something. Nope. They think I want to tour Louisville's fucking freeway system. Yeah, it's probably... More or less it. Watch, the moment I stop streaming, something's gonna pop off and be crazy. So anyway, if you just showed up, please consider subscribing, upvoting, hitting the bell. My main channel keeps getting fucking frivolous strikes, so I'm coming over here to do live streams. I thought it would be kind of fun. Build up something on here, but as some of you might know, you got to build up 1,000 subs on here to even be able to have a community tab, let alone take donations or monetize or even apply for monetization. So please subscribe. It would help out immensely. I would love you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Because this shit is fucking gay. But anyway, I'm gonna do one last check on the old Twitters. Louisville. Let's see. Spontaneous communist takeover. Oh, right, yeah, this is the truck. Okay. This is the U-Haul truck where they're handing out fucking materials. Louisville arresting everyone. They were trying to leave but got boxed in. Yeah, that's a lie. I truly hope Louis, spelled wrong, is currently rioting. Okay, well, you were getting reported. It's abusive or harmful. Wait, what are the other options? It's abusive or harmful. Where's there it promotes violence? It just threatens. There's no encourages violence because... I mean, I don't know. Like, that's a crime, right? That's inciting a riot. Louisville is Trump's America. Bask in it, conservatives. This is what happens when you have incompetent leaders. Right, so it's just like take the abuse because you voted wrong because you're white. It's more the same bullshit. Bail fund links. Go fuck yourself. If you see bail fund links, report them for spam. Report it for like a scam or anything. Just whatever, dude. Throw everything in the wall and see if it sticks, kind of thing. You know? Like, whatever, man. Two officers shot.
Reporters was asking if he was concerned about the safety of his officers and of the community, and he said, of course, I'm very concerned about the safety of my officers on the ground and for the community. But again, a suspect, I believe it's the body camera footage. We're going to go ahead and take that. Shots fired. Shots fired. Good? Good.
I done already synced it. Man, I'm starting to think that it's time to be extreme, dude. Like, should it even be legal to lie about such things? You know? Linda Sarsour, supposed fucking anti-Semite. The banana hoodie. Yep. Looks like it's all cleared up. But anyway, that was kind of a fun stream. I'm probably going to do 1, maybe 2 of these a week. And if you'd like to see such a thing, please subscribe. Please hit the bell notification. Please upvote the stream. Please consider giving my alt tech link some love. And please consider donating on Subscribestar. But I'm going to cut this stream. It's been fun. Justice for the cops that were shot by BLM thugs. And don't give 2 shits about, what is it, Kenneth Walters and Breonna Taylor. Don't give 2 shits. But anyway, subscribe, bitch.